Welcome back, humble traders. Today I'll be doing a technical breakdown on iShares Year Treasury Bond ETF, ticker symbol TLT. Before we begin, remember take a second to give the video a like and subscribe as you really help out the channel. Do note that I do not provide any buy or sell calls, but focus on the potential traps laid out by the market makers. Without further ado, let's take a look at TLT. So you can see that TLT seems to be on a very weak trend. You can see that clearly it's downtrending, and there is very much this wave pattern that is occurring right now. Currently is trading around 123. So where exactly are my potential supports coming up for this particular counter? So you can see that at these levels here at 133, we did not actually hold these levels. We tried to get double bottom here, but seems like the selling pressure was too much and we did not follow through. And after breaking down, we did manage to reattempt. This previous support has now turned into resistance, and thereafter we got rejected off this 132 price. And where exactly are my potential supports coming in right now? So if we zoom out, you can see that at this current price at 122 is in fact a support level. You can see that all this previous resistance here that occurred somewhere in June 2018 has now turned into support. So this previous resistance has now turned into support. It will act as a short-term support. However, if we do expect more selling pressure, which I honestly expect more selling pressure, then we may potentially come back to actually test this 116. And if you look closely, there is also a gap that needs to be closed at these levels here. Somewhere on December 2018, there is this gap that was being created. So we may potentially see 116 levels to be tested. Let's take a look at the wave patterns. So this is the first wave down, and the second wave start off somewhere along these levels here, 155. So at these current levels at 115, 116, we may potentially see a close of gap and buyers coming in once again. But of course, in the event that many of the retail investors are still holding on to these particular shares, then the market makers want to shake off these retail investors and they want to cut their losses, then we may be heading to these lows, which is around 110 levels, and the perfect area for stop hunting will be at 108 and 109 levels. So I'll be watching these levels very closely. So let's take a look at the weekly chart to get a better idea. So you can see that TLTs have a very nice wave pattern on the weekly charts. It's easier to see it this way. So clearly you can see that at these levels here at 116, we may potentially see a bounce to go up. But if the buyers are not strong enough, then we may potentially retest this low of 110 to about 108 to 109. This will be a perfect stop hunting for these market makers. So yeah, just a quick recap. TLT is currently downtrending. The three particular supports that I'm looking at is 122, and second support will be at 116 to close the gap before we may test these levels of 108 to 109 to eventually shake off all retail investors. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe as you keep the uptrend channel intact. Leave a comment below if you have any other stock TA requests. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.